How do you know who to shoot in Marvel Rivals? Let's discuss target priority. Most people will say that supports are the primary target you should be eliminating, but that's not always the case because most of the time you want to punish a person who is out of position. This can be anyone from a support who's playing a little bit too over aggressive, or it could be a Thor who is literally all the way in Narnia, overextending away from his supports, and is an easy free elimination. To identify if a person is out of position on the enemy team, ask yourself this question. If you were playing that character and in the position that you are right now, would you feel comfortable? If the answer is no, then most likely that person is out of position and should be your number one target priority. Sometimes target priority can come down to displacement and distraction, two very key factors. All you have to do sometimes as a DPS or tank player is to distract the enemy team and get supports or characters who have key abilities to use those key abilities and force resources out of them. This can be anything like Loki's regeneration domain or Cloak and Dagger's fade. Once you've gotten your opponent to use resources that they do not want to be using at the time that they are in, or force them out of position via displacement, you have now created your own ideal weak target, which is easier for you to eliminate. If you're playing a role like support where you need to be a little bit more aggressive in specific situations, wait for your team to force out cooldowns or force opponents into the position that you want them to be in, and then look to be aggressive or then look to enable your teammates to allow them to be aggressive. If you're playing Vanguard or Duelist, characters like Captain America, Spider-Man, or Psylocke excel at this type of playstyle where they're able to get opponents to use resources or be able to use their sheer presence to make opponents have to use resources.